Thanks, Syed. Cheers. And afternoon, everyone. I'm here to announce the squad for the second test against Bangladesh. Played here at Rawalpindi, August 30 to September 3. Shan Masood, captain. Saud Shakil, vice-captain. Abra Ahmed. Muhammad Ali. Salman Ali Aga. Saeed Mayoub. Baba Azam. Mir Hamza. Muhammad Rizwan. Abdullah Shafiq. Naseem Shah and Kurum Shahzad. That's the 12 that will be, and we'll make assessment on conditions in the morning, and we'll announce the final 11, which means the rest of the squad, we've got 17-member squad, and those players missing out, unfortunately, Mohamed Herrera, Cameron Gullam, Shaheen Afridi, Sarfraz Ahmed, and Amir Jamal, who's still coming back from injury protocols. So happy to field any questions that anyone has. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason.
It's not on, is it?
Yeah. Okay. Afternoon, Lizzie. This
Afternoon.
is Kazi from Pro Sports. Tough week for Pakistan, and now they have their backs against the wall in order to level the series. They're going to have to win this test match. Given the 12 that you've announced, I'm guessing the main predicament is whether or not to play abroad. And do you think that in these sort of conditions where overrate also comes into play, and you never know if the sun comes out, it gets extremely hot, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that he has a good shot at starting in this test match, or is that still something you're looking at?
Look, we'll certainly look at the conditions and make an assessment. But one thing we're loath to do is just make a decision based purely on overrates. That's something we did speak about as a whole team, is because our overrates were poor in the first test and unacceptable. It's as simple as that. I think the allowances we were given, we need to be better. We need to get through our overs quicker. We need it between overs. We know our opposition like to call for gloves and drinks at very regular intervals, so we need to be mindful of that, but we can't control that. What we can control is our energy levels and making sure that we're getting through our overs as quickly as possible. So in answer to your question, obviously Abra's in the 12, so we wanted to name 12 because obviously with the conditions, we haven't been able to really look at the surface much the last couple of days because of the weather. So we want to be as informed as we possibly can tomorrow morning to make the best decision we can in order to what we think is the best side to take 20 wickets.
You once said there is a perception, you always want Pakistan to play their authentic style, but there is a perception of injecting Aussie style of cricket. What exactly do you want from this squad today?
Yeah, I've never said I wanted to inject an Australian style of cricket. I want us to play authentic to us. We've got some very skillful players. I want the players to go out and play to their strengths, our individual players. And as a team, we want to go out there and play positive. Everyone's got a different interpretation of what positive means. Positive doesn't mean you go out there and try and hit 4s and 6s every ball. It's about your energy, your body language. We talk a lot about getting up to the other end and being busy when we're batting, scoring. It doesn't just mean you hit 4s and 6s. You can score lots of singles and 2s. And with our bowling, we want to be ruthless with our disciplines, our lines and lengths. We want to keep going at the batsman and hitting that good spot on the wicket where we're challenging the defence of the opposition players, and we want to be able to do that consistently over and over again. So we want to be almost ruthless with the basics and the simplicity of it all. So for us, if we go out there and we play with a smile on our face, we say to the players that it's an absolute privilege to represent your country, and the lads are well aware of that, and they love playing for Pakistan, and that's what's great for me as a coach to see, and we encourage that. Just go out there, play with that freedom, play with that intent that we want, but as a player team and as individuals, you've got to take personal responsibility and execute your skills. So for me, that's really, really clear. Thank you. Thanks for the question.
Hey guys, this is Abu Bakr from Prithvi.
Hey, mate.
Considering the weather condition and forecast as it was heavy rain today, so you talked about intent. Can we see a bold call from your captain during the match to get the result to equal the series?
Yeah, look, Shahan is a very positive captain, and we want to play to win games of cricket. And we showed our intent in the first game. We made a declaration because we wanted to get bowling at our opposition. Obviously, it didn't quite work out. Full credit to our opposition; they played well in that first Test match. But we will look at ways on how we're going to try and win the game, and that's got to be the way we play. I'm very confident that we'll have lots of success by taking the positive option at all times. And I was really pleased with how we went about that. As I said, it didn't quite work out, and Bangladesh played well. But our intentions were to try and move the game forward and try to win a game of cricket, which I think is really important. Thank you.
This is Asghar Mubarak from Delhi with Islamabad. Coach, what is the planning for psychologically your team is under pressure?
We're just going to go out there and we've prepared really well, although we couldn't do much training today or the day before yesterday because of the weather. But we had a fantastic session yesterday. And look, we were obviously disappointed to lose that first test. We've unpacked that, we've reviewed that, and we've parked that. That game's gone. There's absolutely nothing we can do about it now. But what we can do is focus on the game starting tomorrow. And that's where we've put our energy. We've learnt our lessons, and hopefully we can apply those learnings into this game starting tomorrow. And the lads are up and about. They're excited. They're really looking forward to this game. We know it's going to be a challenge, but we're up for the battle and really looking forward to it. But there's no point us dwelling on that because that's happened, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about that game. It's time, as long as we learn our lessons from it and we move on, that's the most important thing.
Last question.
Hi Jason.
Hi mate.
Sam from Quick Info. Just to note that I've seen you score the double 100 in Chicago. So
No, thank you.
on a serious note, I'm just going to cram in a couple of questions. It seemed like Bangladesh's template, 8 batsmen and 5 bowlers. Do you think the 2 all-rounders really help them balance their side? And secondly, why isn't Shine a free leader?
Look, it's not for me to comment on what our opposition do in terms of the makeup of their side. We just focus on what we're doing. And look, Bangladesh played well last test, so that's fine. That's the game. Look, obviously, Shaheen's missed out this game. Had a good conversation with him. He fully understands and appreciates the thinking behind it. We're just looking at what our best combination is for this game, and this is the way we want to go. As I said, we'll look at conditions in the morning and decide what the exact makeup of our bowling attack looks like. Shaheen's been given some feedback. He's had interesting last couple of weeks. He's a new father, and we're seeing an opportunity where we may be able to allow him to go and spend some time with his family as well. He's working on some things with his bowling to be as effective as he possibly can be. He's been working really well with Azam Mahmood, which has been fantastic. Because we certainly want to see Shaheen at his very best, because we know we've got a lot of cricket in all formats moving forward, and he's going to play a big role in that. But right now, we feel we've got all bases covered in terms of what our bowling attack looks like for this particular game coming up. But look, Shaheen's a quality player, quality human, and he's going to play a big role in the next 6 months for sure.
Last question.
Mr. Coach, are you satisfied with the performance of Pakistani player?
Am I satisfied with the
Pakistani player performance? Are you satisfied?
I think we would have liked to have won. I think that's a given. Look, there's certainly lessons we can take out of that game. Look, I think for the most part, we applied ourselves well. So early in the game, we found ourselves in a little bit of trouble after being sent into bat. There were a couple of an unlucky dismissal. There was a decision that was a bit contentious from with that, but we found ourselves in a little bit of a hole, but we fought our way out of it to post a very competitive score. And I was really proud of all our players about how we went about that and how we stayed calm, because being 3 for 16, the players sitting on the balcony, everyone was calm. We knew we just needed a couple of partnerships. So I was really pleased with that. I was really pleased with the efforts with the ball and in the field. But obviously our last day batting, we let ourselves down. We know we're better than that. And our batting group acknowledged that. We know we could have done things a little bit better. So the boys, we've had some good discussions about that, about how we can, if we find ourselves in a situation like that again, what we can do differently and what we can do better. And the lads are fine. I'm really proud of their efforts. We've obviously got some improvements to make, and we've talked about that. We've unpacked that, so that's fine. And we front up tomorrow and we go again. And really excited about this game, and we've got an opportunity that if we play well, we can be on the right side of the ledger and hopefully play well and win a game of cricket.